Guys, this is Mr. Joshy J, and in today's video, I am bringing you my driver ratings and team ratings for the Monaco Grand Prix. All drivers and teams covered as I rate them for their performances out of 10. Please note, I don't give out any half scores, just a number between 0 and 10. So let's start off I'm going to start off with McLaren. Lando Norris, 10. Yes, I give Lando Norris a 10. P1 in qualifying, P1 in the race, absolutely dominated the Grand Prix. And he had a bit of a shaky start, locking up at the start, but he stayed ahead and controlled the race very well. And we need to see that a lot more from Lando Norris now. So yeah, I'll give him a 10. Oscar Piastri, 7. Yes, I give Oscar Piastri a 7. He was, believe, P3 in qualifying and P3 in a race. Not the best of weekends by Oscar Piastri. To me, he was overdriving the car sometimes, and yeah, it just looks a bit off it at times, so I'll give him a 7. And McLaren's team rating, I'll give them an 8 out of 10. You know, decent points for them, so I say they did very well. On to my team Ferrari. Charles Leclerc, 9. Yes, I give Charles Leclerc a 9. P2 in qualifying, P2 in a race. Now, Charles Leclerc was very angry with seconds, which I loved that, you know. He has the elite mentality. You can tell he is definitely a winner, Charles Leclerc. Because even though he got second place, he was really unhappy he didn't win the race. And I have to say, as a Ferrari fan, you know, I'm a bit unhappy with seconds because I thought it would be a miss. Because I honestly thought that we might have a chance winning the Monaco Grand Prix, but not quite meant to be. You know, McLaren's car is just absolutely levels above everyone else in the moment. But yeah, P2, fantastic results. On to Lewis Hamilton, I'll give my driver a 7. I mean, qualifying was about P5, P4, and then had a 3 grid place penalty for impeding Max Verstappen, which rightly so, but what on earth was this race engineer doing, man? Seriously. It's like half the time he is just sleeping on the job. I mean, it's ridiculous. Honestly, shocking. No excuses whatsoever. But Lewis Hamilton did very well this weekend at times. So yeah, 7. And the last couple races, he has actually looks quite sharp. So hopefully he's getting to grips with this Ferrari car at long last. Now, I'm not going to say he's back in business just yet because we just need to hope this continues. So the last 2 races have been a real positive. And Ferrari's rating, I'll give them a 7 out of 10. You know, decent points. Yeah. On to Red Bull. Max Verstappen, 7. Yes, I give Max Verstappen a 7. I mean, he finished the race in P4. He stayed down for a bit longer, hoping for a red flag, because if there's a red flag, he would have got a free tyre choice, and which meant he would have gone on to win the race. So it didn't come, so he pitted, and Norris, yeah, it looks very comfortable, so I'll give him a 7. On to Yuki Tsunoda, 1.16. I mean, his performances have got to step up. They really have. You know, it's not looks all that great for Yuki Tsunoda so far, but still plenty time to turn things around. But yeah, so I'll give him a 7. And in terms of Red Bull rating, I'll give them, yeah, I say, yeah, we'll go for about 7. Mark them down a little bit because, you know, how poor Yuki Tsunoda was. So, yeah, 7. On to Mercedes. Number 63. 0. Absolutely 0 for 63. I mean, what on earth was he thinking? Seriously, absolute shambolic driving by 63. I mean, he cut the chicane, should have gave the place back, and he said, I'll happily take a penalty. I mean, you Woody look-alike fool, honestly. What was he thinking? I mean, he's had a decent start to the season, but he let himself down massively this weekend. 63. Kimi Antonelli, well, it's a bit of a disappointing weekend for Mercedes, wasn't it? Absolutely nowhere in this weekend. Of course, obviously, 63's car broke down in qualifying due to no battery. I mean, he got the internal combustion engine restarted, but because he had no battery, the car wouldn't move. So, yeah, had to abandon it in the tunnel, which was quite dangerous, but big ups to Stewart to move the car out of the way. But yeah, Kimi Antonelli, I'll give him about a 6. Now, I'm a huge fan of the guy, but really struggled a bit this weekend. And obviously, he crashed in qualifying as well, so that didn't help matters. And in the race, just, yeah, really no man's land. So, yeah, 6 for Kimi Antonelli. Mercedes rating, I'm going to have to go with 0, because that is unacceptable for their standards. It really is. So, yeah, 0 for the silver arrows. Like, I actually still quite like and respect the team a lot, because of, like, the treatment they gave Lewis Hamilton in that over the years. But, yeah, they're poor this weekend. On to the clown show, Alpine. Pierre Gasly, 3. I mean, what on earth was he thinking? Qualifying was not the best, and in the race he crashed into Yuki Tsunoda and really ruined his own race and damaged the car. He should have pulled over to the side of the track. Instead, he parks it up in the pit lane, blocking the pit lane, nowhere near sustainable. That is so dangerous in every department. Let's get it right here, people, yeah? Let's absolutely get the narrative right. Collie Dog, Colapinto, I'll give him a 4. I mean, he did a solid job in the race, but yeah, he's been very poor since his return. He's got to step it up. Yeah, and the return has not gone to plan for him, so 4. And Alpine's rating, I mean, by average 5. Nothing special by them this weekend. On to Aston Martin. Fernando Alonso. I'm going to give Fernando Alonso a 9. I thought he's absolutely superb this weekend. I mean, he qualified about 6, looking to score his first points of the season finally. Then, guess what happened is Mercedes power units went bang, which, how unlucky can you get? Honestly, I was absolutely devastated for the guy, and hopefully he'll be able to score points at his home Grand Prix. But yeah, that was such a shame, honestly. On to Daddy Boys, Lance Stroll, 0. Absolutely 0. Literally, he crashed with someone in FP1, then FP3, and I believe in qualifying as well. But in the race, he did pull off a good overtake on Nico Hulkenberg, which, again, the TV crew didn't pick it up, but I saw it on the F1 page. But yeah, he was absolutely awful this weekend, Lance Stroll. So 0, no excuses whatsoever. And Aston Martin's team rating, yeah, I'll give them about 7. You know, Fernando Alonso good, and Lance Stroll absolutely horrific. Let's get the narrative right here, people. Yeah, it's absolutely getting the narrative right. And on to Kick Sauber. Let's get on to them next. I'll give Kick Sauber. Aston, yeah. I think I just said 7, didn't I, for Aston Martin for their team rating. So yeah, Kick Sauber, Nico Hulkenberg, 6. I mean, yeah, not the best of weekends for him. And the same for Gabriel Bortoleto as well, 6. I'll give them both. And Haas's team, Kick Sauber's team rating, sorry, I'm a bit all over the shop there. Yeah, we're on Kick Sauber. Their team rating is 6. I mean, a very bang average weekend. Well, 5 really, I should say, because they've been bang average. So yeah, I'll give them a 5. On to Racing Balls. Liam Lawson, 8. Yes, I give Liam Lawson an 8. Got into Q3 and in the race looks very comfortable and much needed points. Isaac Hadjar, 9. Yes, I give Isaac Hadjar a 9. My driver on the weekend, he was absolutely unbelievable. And Racing Balls rating, I'll give them a 7. I was very impressed with them. I really was. On to Aspan Ocon, 8. Yes, I give him an 8. He got through into Q3 and he looks very solid in the race. So yeah, I'll give him an 8. On to my driver, Ollie Behrman. Ollie Behrman, I mean, look, he's been very unlucky with the FIA decisions lately. But his overall rating this weekend, I'm going to give him a 6 because I was really disappointed in his performance. I really was. And the last two couple races had just not gone to plan. But I still believe my driver will be back in business soon in the Haas. And finally, on to, well, here at Williams HQ, we literally didn't have the best Monaco Grand Prix, but one of our cars got in the points. Alex Albon, I'll give him a 7. I mean, like I said, not best of weekends at Williams, but literally Williams playing the team game, backing each other up, and yeah, it's just a mess at Monaco Grand Prix, so 7. On to Carlos Sainz, same as well, 7. I mean, just, he looks a bit shaky. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, he looks a bit shaky at times, so yeah, that's a reason why I'm going to give him a 7. Carlos Sainz, 7 for him as well. I mean, yeah, not the best of the race for Williams, and Williams rating this weekend, I'll give them about a 6. So that's the driver ratings done, team ratings done for the Monaco Grand Prix. I mean, it was absolutely abysmal, honestly. One of the worst Monaco Grand Prix I've ever seen. But let me know down below what you think of my ratings. If you agree, great. If not, then cry. I don't care. It's as simple as that. Bye-bye.